This is a review of a little handheld camcorder here. Now let's go over some of the accessories that it comes with. You get a little travel bag with it, just Velcro sealed, and there, put your camera right in there. Has a little belt loop on the back. You do get this bracket as well, and this opens up, and you could just set the camera, screw it into the bottom here, and it acts as like a handle to hold it, walk around with it. And you can see here you got a hole here and here, so if you want to put some attachments like lights or a microphone or something like that, you can. And if you wanted to hold it low, it's good for like walking along and having a low shot. So that's the bracket. It has 2 batteries. I got one of them in the camera right now, and an external microphone, and a charging cable, which is USB-C and USB-A. You could also transfer the files with this cable, and you also get a remote control. So here's what the camera looks like. Now this camera does have 2 lenses that you'll see here. One is a wide-angle lens. It's kind of a good and a bad thing. What I discovered is if you start off in the widest angle with this camera, and if you go to zoom in, it'll stop you. You're going to only zoom in a little bit, and you'll have to stop the recording and then zoom in more and then start your recording again. That's the only way it'll switch between the lenses. It won't do it while it's recording. So that's a bit of an issue, I think. There's your recording button. There's your telephoto and your wide buttons. And under here, sometimes it's a little hard to get off. This is your SD card, your USB-C and HDMI output, and your external microphone plug. So put that back, and when you open this up, it usually just turns on automatically. And you have your buttons here for power, and mode is for taking pictures or doing video. You have your menu button here, and also some of your controls are on the side as well. And this gives you all the options of how you want to configure the camera. I have it set for 1080p at 60 frames per second right now, because that's what I'm shooting this video at. And I did do a test video with this camera, so at the end of this review, I'll play that video for you. The only issues, like I said, is when you do the wider telephoto, you'll have to stop the recording. And the other issue is when you do zoom in, it's very grainy, and it just doesn't look very well. But the external microphone is actually very, very good, so the audio is very good. And this gives you all the settings that you'd usually have, you know, on any camera. Your sharpness, your white balance, if you want to add more exposure. And then if we go over to the other setting button, it'll do light source frequency, auto screensaver, a timer, if you want it to beep, the language, the date and time set, and if you want to format the cartridge in here, which, just give that a try here. There it goes. And the device info. So all in all, it's not a bad little camera. It is all plastic. And it doesn't really feel, you know, too like cheap, like it's going to break or anything. But just so you know, it is plastic, and here's your tripod mount on the bottom. Overall, the picture is okay. The sound is very good, and like I mentioned before, the telephoto and wide is a bit of an issue. But other than that, for the price, it's not too bad of a camera. Okay, here's a test video. I'm shooting at 1080p, 60 frames per second. I'm using the external mic, and I have the mic facing towards me, so I'm talking into it about 4 or 5 inches away. So I'm just going to pan here and kind of give you an idea of the quality of this. I do have it on the widest setting, so I will zoom in here in a little bit. Just walk up here, do a little filming. I'm going to zoom in, and that's as far as it'll go right now. I would have to stop the recording to zoom in some more because it uses 2 lenses, and apparently in order for it to switch to the other lens, you have to stop the recording and then zoom in more. So I'm going to zoom it back out here. And zooming in, it's like a digital zoom, so it's not going to be very good quality. This camera works best at the wide setting. So anyway, let me just walk over here, show you some plants, and I'm going to do kind of a fast pan, and then a fast pan back. So this will give you an idea of the video and audio quality of this camera.
So all in all, it's not a bad camera. It does record pretty well. It zooms in. It's a little dicey with the zoom in. It's not smooth, but it will zoom in. Picks up audio pretty well. It's got 18 times zoom, and it's got a backup battery, so you can have a spare battery, so you can charge up a spare battery, and it does record in 4K at 30 or 60 frames per second. So pretty good camera. Definitely more of a starter type camera, and something I'd recommend for somebody just getting into filming or something like that. Very low budget, low entry type of camera. So all in all, not bad.
Okay, folks, this is me talking, and I'm telling you, this is 4K. I'm holding it as steady as I can. I'm going to zoom, getting higher picture quality. Okay. I'm going to zoom out. You could have heard the bird in the background, and that's it.